Hello, good evening. I am Rashi Sandeep Chudebal. Our today's video topic is recursion. In today's video, we are going to see what is recursion in Java, types of recursion and syntax and one example. So let us start with our today's video topic, recursion. So what is recursion in Java? Recursion is a process by which a function or a method calls itself again and again. This function that is called again and again, either directly or indirectly, is called recursive function. We will see various examples to understand recursion. Now let us see the syntax of recursion. Any method that implements recursion has two basic parts. First is method call, which can call itself, that is recursive. Second is a prediction that will stop the recursion. Okay, so note that a precondition is necessary for any recursive method, as if we do not break the recursion, then it will keep on running infinitely and result in a stack overflow. So we will see general syntax, that is method name. In parameter we will give t parameters. If if bracket in parenthesis precondition equals to true, then it will return result and return method name and parenthesis t parameters, that is recursive call. Note that precondition is called base condition. We'll discuss more about the base condition in next video or next section. Okay, now understanding recursion in Java. In this section we will try to understand the recursion process and see how it takes place. We'll learn about the base condition, stack overflow, and see how a particular problem can be solved with recursion and other such details. So, recursion. While writing the recursive program, we should first provide the solution for the base case. Then we express the bigger problem in terms of smaller problems. As an example, we can take a classic program of calculating factorial of a number. Given a number n, we have to find a factorial of n denoted by n. Okay, so let us implement the program to calculate the factorial of an n using recursion. Then in main we have declared a class that is main. In that static int fact, in parameters we have given n, that is int n. In that, if n equals to 1 double slash base condition, and it will return 1, else return n into fact in parameters n minus 1. In main method we will declare int result equals to fact bracket 10, and in sysout statement double quotes 10 factorial equals to plus result, and the output will be 10th factorial is 362888800. Now in this program we can see that the condition n is less than equals to 1 is the base condition. When this condition is reached, the function returns 1. The else part of the function is the recursive call, but every time the recursive method is called n is decremented by 1. Thus we conclude that ultimately the value of n will become 1 or less than 1, and at this point the method will return 1, the base condition will be reached, and the function will stop. Note that value of n can be anything as long as it satisfies the base condition. So next we will see another example of Fibonacci series. So in that public class main, in that static int Fibonacci in parameter int n, and if n is less than equals to 1, it will return n or return Fibonacci in parameter n minus 1 plus Fibonacci n plus वापस parameters n minus 2. In main method int number equals to 10, and it will print first Fibonacci 10 Fibonacci series. In sub we will write Fibonacci series colon first 10 Fibonacci numbers. In that for loop we will given int I equals to 1 and I is less than number and I plus plus. In that for loop we will write sysout statement Fibonacci in brackets I, and it will print Fibonacci series 1 to 10, like that is 1 1 2 3 5 8 13 21 34 and 55. Thank you.